Around 4:20 a.m. on March 1st, 2022, members of the Greene County Sheriff's Office Criminal Apprehension Unit received information that a wanted suspect had been spotted. As deputies searched the area, the suspect contacted his cousin for help, and the two left in a white pickup truck. Moments later, the suspect forced his cousin out of the vehicle, stole the truck, and fled. During the pursuit, he drove at speeds of 70 to 80 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, repeatedly creating dangerous situations.
We are still eastbound, Kearney, speeds 60, traffic moderate.
They're still eastbound, Kearney.
Kearney from where? Broadway, eastbound, speed 70.
Clear speed 70 eastbound, Kearney, Broadway.
We are passing Grant, still eastbound.
This information is individual make statements to family about you now.
We are eastbound Kearney and Campbell, speeds 70, moderate traffic.
Another bin.
600, can someone advise the unit speeds, charges, and the situation? We are eastbound Kearney, there's speeds 80. Traffic moderate still. Charges going once.
He also just carjacked a guy a little, trying to get him back further.
Can you repeat that last part?
Yeah, he just stole the car from someone.
We're eastbound Kearney, approaching Glenstone, speeds 80.
Clear Kearney, Glenstone, still eastbound, speeds 80.
Speeds are down to 60, still moderate. And we are southbound to Weller.
Clear southbound Weller. Clear down to traffic.
Speeds are 45, still southbound Weller. And we will be eastbound line, correction, westbound line. Southbound Weller.
Clear southbound Weller high.
We are eastbound on Dale.
Eastbound Dale.
Light traffic, speeds 40.
Clear light traffic, speeds of 40.
We're approaching Kearney.
They're approaching Dale and Kearney.
Approaching Glenstone. Correction, Glenstone. Southbound Glenstone.
Clear southbound Glenstone and Dale.
Back up to moderate traffic.
Moderate traffic.
We're approaching Commercial, and we'll be southbound Commercial on Westbound.
Southbound Commercial, Glenstone.
Traffic is increasing, moderate to heavy, speeds 60.
Clear traffic increasing speeds to 60.
We'll be south from Division.
South Division, Sunshine.
Speed 60.
Speeds to 60.
We are now westbound on Sunshine.
Clear westbound, Sunshine, Glenstone.
Westbound, approaching Fremont. Moderate traffic, speed 60.
Clear westbound, approaching Fremont. Northfield on the Sunshine and National.
We are now southbound on Pickwick from Sunshine.
Clear southbound Pickwick and Sunshine.
During the pursuit, the suspect repeatedly changed direction in an effort to shake deputies, violating traffic laws and driving with clear recklessness. However, traffic conditions were heavier than normal, preventing officers from safely using a pit maneuver to end the chase.
Approaching Glenstone.
They're approaching Glenstone, Cherokee.
Back southbound on Glenstone.
They're southbound Glenstone, Cherokee.
Moderate traffic, speeds 50.
Moderate traffic, speeds 50.
Southbound approaching Seminole.
They're southbound approaching Seminole. All units be advised, the subject is now called in at 911 saying you want
Through Seminole.
They're southbound through Seminole. The person being chased is called in saying that he wants officers to terminate the pursuit or he's going to intentionally wreck or threaten suicide by cop.
Southbound Glenstone through Sunset.
They're southbound Glenstone through Sunset. They're 635.
635 on the third car.
They're 635, sir.
We're southbound on Glenstone through Arteria. Speeds 30.
Moderate traffic. They're still southbound Glenstone.
Westbound Battlefield.
They're westbound Battlefield and Glenstone.
Westbound Battlefield through Delaware, approaching Fremont, speeds 40, traffic heavy.
They're heavy traffic Battlefield, Delaware, westbound.
Traffic now moderate, continuing west through Fremont.
They're westbound still, Fremont, Battlefield.
We are approaching National.
They're approaching National.
Continued west on Battlefield through National.
They're westbound National, Battlefield.
50, traffic moderate to heavy.
Clear.
Kimbrough.
They're approaching Kimbrough. Sir, unit that can contact the are you getting close?
We are west through Kimbrough, speed 40.
They're westbound 101 Campbell, speed 40.
We'll be back northbound on 8.
After about 8 minutes of pursuit, the suspect entered a residential area with lighter traffic. Captain Lynn moved up to the lead position, looking for an opportunity to execute a pit maneuver and bring the chase to an end.
32nd, data Montclair, still northbound. Clear, northbound data.
Westbound Battlefield from Dayton.
They're westbound Battlefield Dayton. Clear.
Pulling into Carl's tuxedo Battlefield. No traffic.
They're pulling into Carl's tuxedo off Battlefield.
And west with car now. Coming out. Southbound 40.
They're now southbound Fort and Battlefield.
Gonna be eastbound on Battlefield from Fort. 35 and out Monterey, 65 and out Monterey. Almost secondary, traffic light, speed 55.
Clear back eastbound Battlefield Fort. You guys westbound Battlefield?
Correct, we're gonna be northbound on Kansas from Battlefield.
They're northbound Kansas from Battlefield.
Traffic light.
Clear line traffic.
They're approaching Woodland north on Kansas, speed 670. Traffic light mark.
They're Woodland and Kansas northbound.
Westbound on Woodland from Kansas. Approaching all report. Traffic is like nothing.
They're westbound Woodland others.
Here, we'll be routing again. Go all together, we're going to be approaching Austin. Traffic is still white. Speed 45.
pushing on Sam Woodland.
Northbound, right down the hall, head towards Battlefield. 309, what's it bringing?
609 secondary, we're southbound Austin approaching Battlefield.
Okay, southbound Austin approaching Battlefield.
We're going to be going westbound on Battlefield, traffic moderate.
Okay, now westbound Battlefield, moderate traffic.
609, we're still westbound, we're going to be approaching scenic speed 67.
Despite multiple attempts to close in and execute a pit maneuver, no contact had been made, even though the suspect's speed was no longer extreme. At that point, it appeared officers would need to act more decisively to bring the pursuit to an end.
609, he's continuing westbound on Battlefield through scenic. Traffic speeds 40.
Okay, still westbound, Phoenix, south.
Negative westbound Battlefield through scenic. We're going to be approaching.
Clear approaching Golden on Battlefield.
609 is still westbound approaching Golden, speed 60. Clear traffic.
Clear approaching Golden, still westbound, moderate traffic. 607, just be advised, the subject keeps calling at 901, making threats.
Well, clear.
609, he's still westbound, he's in oncoming traffic. Passing branch, he's going to be approaching in a branch.
They're in a branch Battlefield, what's up?
He's in the main traffic, still westbound, speed 70, we have moderate traffic.
Clear 70 speed, moderate traffic.
Still westbound, speeds 85, approaching bypass.
Clear westbound, speed 85, approaching westbound Battlefield.
He's going to be northbound bypass from Battlefield, we have moderate traffic.
Okay, northbound, westbound Battlefield.
Speeds 77.
33.
Clear northbound, Norfolk 133. Clear 143.
Going through field towards Sunshine. He will exit out by my G. And he is now back. Now back westbound towards bypass.
62. You westbound Sunshine, like.
Just off, we don't have radio.
They're northbound, west bypass again. We'll start firing that field.
624 at spikes at 146, he missed him. Coming in to work.
Use beware, spikes at 146, spikes at 146. Northbound bypass, coming up to Mount Vernon, speed to 100. Clear northbound west bypass over and speed to 100. Number 2 lane is slowing down to 90. Play number 2 lane slowing to 90. Right 600, get up to him. I'm approaching from the rear from K9. This game is all you guys. Back off of him in these intersections. He has no tires down. 635, we're headed east on Chestnut, east on Chestnut. They're eastbound on Chestnut from west bypass.
Minutes later, Captain Lynn closed in again and attempted a pit maneuver, but the contact was not enough to stop the suspect. He remained in pursuit, continuing to look for another opportunity.
Up to Golden, speed 65, number 1 lane. They're coming up to Golden, 35, 6, kilo, go around here. Number 2. Southbound on through field. He's going across the wind, coming back out onto Kearney. Field near Glen Kearney. Eastbound on Kearney. They're eastbound Kearney. They're eastbound Chestnut. They're eastbound Chestnut College.
A few minutes later, as the suspect attempted to turn around, the vehicle nearly collided with a patrol car. Officers stopped short and did not block the suspect's vehicle, allowing him to continue fleeing, prolonging the pursuit and increasing the damage that followed. During the pursuit, the suspect called 911 and threatened to commit suicide by cop if officers did not back off. At one point, while circling a gas station, his ex-wife attempted to intervene and persuade him to stop, but he continued to flee. Captain Lynn then executed a more decisive pit maneuver, sending the suspect vehicle spinning clockwise. It struck another car and jumped the curb, but the suspect crashed through a fence and fled once again.
George, whatever, shooting is back on me. He's here.
They drove through a fence.
He's out on Concord up high through an alley.
They're southbound Concord, high through an alley.
That's north on Grand. Yes, run around. Brandon Dale.
Greendale, northbound.
From Brandon on Dale. He's spinning out.
They're westbound Greendale.
The pursuit ended when the suspect drove directly into a patrol vehicle and was quickly surrounded. He was pulled from the car and taken into custody without further incident. The suspect was identified as Johnny Joe Coffer, Jr. In November 2021, Coffer had been placed on home confinement with GPS monitoring while awaiting court on a prior theft case. Later that month, he removed the monitor and failed to appear in court. In this incident, Coffer was arrested and charged with resisting arrest by fleeing, possession of controlled substances, and tampering with an electronic monitoring device. He was released in July 2022 under 24/7 home confinement with GPS monitoring. In October 2023, he was rearrested for violating release conditions, and in February 2024, he entered a plea agreement and was sentenced as a prior and persistent offender, with all terms to be served concurrently. At approximately 10:51 p.m. on January 22, 2026, Trooper Williams was patrolling westbound on Arkansas State Highway 160 when he observed a dark gray SUV traveling eastbound at a high rate of speed. Radar confirmed the vehicle was moving at 67 miles per hour in a posted 55 miles per hour zone. Trooper Williams turned around and activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver failed to comply and fled, accelerating to approximately 90 miles per hour.
Yeah, Highway 160 and Highway 360. TBI, TBI. Black male, all black, running across the field, northbound. I believe that's a passenger. Driver's still in the vehicle. Let me see your hands!
After a pit maneuver at approximately 105 miles per hour, the front seat passenger exited the vehicle and fled on foot. The driver, later identified as Tyerica Robinson, also exited the vehicle and was taken into custody without incident. An assisting agency remained with Robinson while Trooper Williams pursued the fleeing passenger and apprehended them after a brief foot chase. An assisting officer later located a large clear plastic bag containing 8 individually packaged bags of marijuana along the eastbound shoulder. At approximately 11:15 p.m. on March 6, 2022, Trooper Ennis was patrolling Fulton County when he observed multiple vehicles driving recklessly in the parking lot of the Greenbrier Mall. As Trooper Ennis and several other troopers moved in, a large group of vehicles scattered in multiple directions, prompting him to lock onto a black BMW traveling at a high rate of speed and initiate an immediate pursuit.
Still on Greenbrier. Coming up to the bar, ready. Greenbrier from Orange Road. Looks like he's had 15 into a tree. Got 2 units on the inside of it. Looks like one's at that point.
Dude, you come back. We're getting a good morning walk. Come back.
That point.
Dude, you come back. We're getting a good morning walk. Come back.
Breaking off, come back. Breaking off, come back.
Looks like I got this parking lot. Stand by. Right here, Greenbrier.
After the pit maneuver was executed, all occupants were removed from the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. The passenger was released at the scene, while the driver was transported to the Atlanta City Jail and turned over to intake personnel. At about 7:19 a.m. on September 14, 2025, Trooper Middlecoff observed a white Honda Civic traveling over the speed limit on Interstate 40. He activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop as the Honda exited at mile marker 265. At first, the driver appeared to comply by stopping at an intersection, but as Trooper Middlecoff stepped out of his patrol car, the Honda suddenly sped off at high speed, beginning a pursuit the driver would soon regret. The pursuit reached speeds of over 130 miles per hour and quickly became extremely reckless. Seeing the danger to the public, Trooper Middlecoff decided to use a high-speed pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end.
Driver, show your hands! Driver, show your hands! Just east of Lehigh.
With the airbags deployed, officers could not see the driver. After forming an approach, the driver complied and was taken into custody without further incident. He admitted he had no driver's license, which appeared to be the reason for his attempt to flee.
Please tell me you didn't run because...
Around 12:15 p.m. on December 14th, 2025, Trooper Sampson received a request to assist in a pursuit involving a Ford F-150 fleeing Garland County deputies. Trooper Sampson immediately began searching, quickly located the pursuit, and moved into the primary position, preparing to execute a PIT maneuver.
I've got it. Continue on. Turn it over to state.
After multiple pit attempts, the Ford ultimately crashed into a nearby house. The driver, Jason Griffith, fled on foot and threw an object before being taken into custody. The object was a black Ruger 9mm handgun loaded with 8 rounds. Griffith was also found in possession of methamphetamine, suspected dimethyltryptamine, and another bag containing an unidentified brown powder. Property damage was estimated at approximately $20,000. Griffith was booked into jail with a $100,000 bond. At approximately 2:11 p.m. on August 11th, 2022, the Atlanta Police Department Fugitive Unit requested assistance regarding the registered owner of a Nissan Maxima wanted for murder. Sergeant Gonzalez and Officer R. Youngblood located a vehicle matching the description. When Sergeant Gonzalez activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, the driver failed to comply and fled, prompting a vehicle pursuit.
101 Atlanta 38. Your age of one. It's going to be connected north. I'm sorry, connected south in Cleveland Avenue. Connected south Cleveland Avenue. It's going to be a white Chevy Silverado. Georgia Place Charles Williams 7756. CCW 7756. Yep.
122. Apparently we passed it.
Okay, you want to go back to access there right here, rolling?
I think I see it up ahead. Atlanta holds it 3.
Oh yeah, it's holding 3 stuff. Southbound at University, looking for it, Atlanta. Clear, southbound University.
Shit.
Getting off on University. There, we're getting off on University.
That's not it. CTT. I see it. It's up ahead. This one right here.
Point to Atlanta Metro Prior. University of Prior. We're behind it. Clear behind the University of Prior. 1080, 1080.
After a successful pit, the Nissan spun out of traffic and stopped near trees and a metal fence. As Sergeant Gonzalez approached the driver's door, a gunshot was fired from inside the vehicle, with a bullet piercing the roof. After repeated commands went unanswered, officers approached the vehicle and discovered the driver had shot himself in the head. Sergeant Camerad secured a rifle from the driver's lap, while Sergeant Bullock removed the driver from the vehicle. Due to the severity of the injury, the driver was pronounced dead at the scene. He was identified as Maurice Bradley, who was wanted by the Atlanta Police Department on a murder charge.
You got tape?
On August 16, 2022, at approximately 2:45 a.m., Trooper Stovall was monitoring radio traffic when Trooper First Class Nathan Williams advised that the Little Rock Police Department was pursuing a stolen vehicle on 65th Street. The Little Rock Police Department requested assistance from the Arkansas State Police once the pursuit entered Interstate 30. Trooper Stovall was positioned near Geyer Springs and joined the pursuit as the suspect vehicle traveled westbound on Interstate 30. After the pursuit passed Geyer Springs, Trooper Stovall assumed the primary position. After several failed pit attempts, the suspect aggressively swerved to prevent being stopped. Eventually, Trooper Stovall successfully executed a pit, causing the suspect's vehicle to collide with the concrete barrier and become disabled. The driver quickly jumped from the driver's seat into the passenger seat in an apparent attempt to avoid responsibility.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Do it now! Show me your hands! Let me see your hands! Show me your hands, both of you! Driver's trying to get out and flee! Driver's fixing to flee! Driver's about to flee out of that door! Get him, get him, get him, get him! Show me your hands! Crawl across now! Get across here! Get across here and get on the ground!
The driver then forced the door open and attempted to flee on foot, but was immediately confronted and taken into custody by a Little Rock Police Department officer. Another passenger was also detained during the incident. At approximately 10:30 a.m. on January 2nd, 2025, near Northeast 27th Street and Eastern Avenue, officers attempted to stop a driver with an active warrant. The driver refused to pull over, leading to a pursuit.
He's gonna come back northbound on Walker, northbound.
They're gonna come Walker.
Through the Casey's gas station parking lot. Now Johnny's still in the parking lot. Out to the service road.
On the curb going back. Left on 240. Left on 240. On TDI now. $50 still left now on 240. Still westbound, half on western, 240 westbound.
TBI crash, start medical, 240 in May, start medical.
After a pit maneuver near May Avenue in southwest Oklahoma City, the suspect, identified as 35-year-old Kayla Cervantes, was taken to a local hospital and later transported to the Greene County Detention Center. Officers also recovered fentanyl, methamphetamine, heroin, and drug paraphernalia from the pickup truck. Around 10:15 p.m. on October 16, 2025, officers were searching for a previously reported stolen U-Haul truck. Trooper Ruiz located the vehicle a short time later. When he activated his emergency lights, the driver refused to pull over and continued moving at a slow pace.
We're going to be Riverside, Riverside Park Road, and Orange Lane, headed westbound. 45 miles an hour.
More copy, refusing to pull over, 45 miles an hour, got your 10 plate.
Hey, you better pull over or I'm going to hit you. I am going to hit you. You better pull over right now or I'll hit you. You got the helicopter over my head. You better pull over. You're going to get pitted. You gotta pull over.
It's 1395. Copy the speed of traffic.
35 miles per hour. Still westbound, approaching Magnolia Home Road. northbound on my car, the Hawks Road. Just so my car, road conditions are dry, traffic is unacceptable. Going to be 64 mile per hour West Union Boulevard. Actually, got another exit to it. Hey man, just pull over. You're making things worse. You better pull over. Eastbound on Union Boulevard.
I don't know how he eastbound on Boulevard. So looks like he already touched over the road multiple times.
Yeah, for it. We got one at the from Mexico.
He's coming up to 1384. We're coming at you there. We're exiting the boulevard. Okay, 40. What's the path to? 10-4. What's the path to? They're going to be also. Before I can't reach 1381, either from full 530. You can take primary.
To prevent the truck from reaching a residential area and creating a greater hazard, officers decided to end the pursuit with a pit maneuver. Trooper Ruiz moved into position and struck the right rear corner of the U-Haul, but the impact wasn't enough to bring the vehicle to a stop.
Alright, we got
1384, you had to key up. I didn't copy anything.
Bailiff's on Parkway when it's coming to Lake Destiny Road. Alright, we're gonna be in some residential area, I believe. Same. We're in a parking lot, Phillips Center. Is that a parking lot?
Rapids.
10-4 northbound on Long County Road.
A few minutes later, Trooper Lucas moved up and executed a precise pit maneuver, spinning the U-Haul clockwise and stopping it on the grassy median. The driver immediately jumped out and fled on foot but was caught nearby. The suspect refused to provide any information during the arrest.
No, I'm good.
At about 10:15 p.m. on December 13th, 2023, Montgomery County police officers attempted to stop a white Nissan Maxima near Bucknell Drive in Cambridge Park Court. The driver fled, triggering a pursuit, but officers quickly lost sight of the car. A perimeter was set up, and the suspect was located shortly after. For the second time, the Nissan fled, ramming a police vehicle before speeding away. Other officers immediately resumed the chase.
Through the grass, we're back out towards and the left on the front.
4 Lincoln 14, I'm gonna be behind him.
Yeah, I need to know if I look over. Left on the wrong way on University, and then we're back on the right way. And we are at University in Georgia. Right on to Georgia. Georgia South. I went down Georgia at Blue Ridge. Pull up. Hey, patrol, get in front of me. My car is messing up. Patrol, you get in front of car 427. Right, 13. Right. Henderson. Henderson.
The pursuit continued onto Georgia Avenue, with the suspect vehicle heading north for roughly a mile and a half. At the intersection of Georgia Avenue and Henderson Avenue, the Nissan struck the median, lost control, and crossed into the southbound lanes, driving against traffic. It collided with 2 vehicles before finally coming to a stop. When officers arrived, the scene was chaotic, and they immediately began assisting the injured.
Down. Northbound Georgia at Shorefield, or at Wiseman. Back everybody up.
All officers get out of northbound lanes. You guys are in a crossfire. All officers get out of southbound lanes.
Get out of the southbound lanes. Watch out for crossfire.
Let's move out. Watch my hands. Moving up.
Hey, put your hands up. Hands up.
Hands up. Keep your hands up. I'm hands on. Okay, I'm with you.
Hands up.
I'm hands on. I'm hands on.
Go.
There's one more. There's one more.
Where's you at?
If we can't get him, we can't get him. Don't. If he has a back injury.
Hold on, let me cut this.
Oh, he's trapped, guys. All right, sit back.
Start ALS. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Don't move, okay?
Both the driver and passenger of the Nissan were trapped inside and had to be pulled out with officers' help. Everyone involved was transported to the hospital. The passenger, who was under 18, was later pronounced dead. The remaining individuals sustained minor injuries. The driver was identified as 19-year-old Antoine Randall. Public records show he was wanted for violating probation after pleading guilty to armed robbery in July 2023, with a warrant issued for his arrest in October.
All right, we're gonna stand you up, right?
At approximately 11:31 p.m. on November 12, 2022, Trooper Hernandez was notified by State Police Dispatch that multiple sports cars had shut down Interstate 430 just south of Rodney Parham. A short time later, he observed several Dodge Chargers and Dodge Challengers traveling at high speeds along Interstate 430. He activated his emergency blue lights in an attempt to slow the vehicles down. Trooper Hernandez then attempted to stop a silver Dodge Charger, but the driver responded by fleeing aggressively.
We're in and out of traffic. Their numbers get late right now. Fast and 4. Speed 160. Take it on the blade.
Take third place.
These are about 80. Clear, both ways.
Left up here.
Going back, northbound.
I'll be calling it now. We're going back down west down Colonel Glenn. He's behind me. Go ahead and call it.
I'm back behind you.
Because of the suspect's reckless actions, Trooper Hernandez executed a pit maneuver, but the impact was not enough to bring the vehicle to a stop. The driver regained control after the collision and continued southbound on Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive. Trooper Hernandez then dropped back to the third position in the pursuit, while Trooper Neal moved up and took over as the primary pursuing unit.
Coming back up to Colonel Glenn. Still about 50. No traffic.
Coming back to Colonel Glenn, speed 50, no traffic.
Left on Glenn Plaza. Still over here behind the Kia dealership.
Left on Colonel Glenn Plaza.
Out on David O'Dodge.
David O'Dodge.
In the Big Red parking lot gas station.
Big Red parking lot gas station.
We're going down Colonel Glenn eastbound.
10-4 going down Colonel Glenn eastbound.
Traffic light, speed about 60, 70 mile an hour. Still eastbound down Colonel Glenn, going under 430 now.
67 miles per hour going down Colonel Glenn.
Still got the guy east on Colonel Glenn, coming up to Nash here in just a moment.
East on Colonel Glenn, coming up Dash.
Go left on Shackleford, just hit him in the back. Stand by. We got him right here at Shackleford again, stand by.
We got him right here at Shackleford again. Stand by.
We got him right here at Shackleford again. Stand by. Okay, we're good. Stand by. We got him right here. Shot pretty good. Stand by. Okay, we're good.
After a series of pit maneuvers by troopers, the Dodge was finally brought to a stop. Officers moved in and took the suspects into custody, apprehending everyone involved without any further incident. The primary suspect was transported to the Pulaski County Detention Center and booked into custody. A passenger from the second vehicle was cited and later released.
I know what you're fucking doing. Get to going in here. Get up. What I'm doing?
At approximately 1:40 p.m. on January 22, 2025, Trooper Bass assisted the Sebastian County Sheriff's Office with a traffic stop near Highway 71 and Planters Road. While Trooper Bass was on scene, the vehicle that deputies had stopped suddenly fled from the location. Trooper Bass pursued the vehicle as it traveled northbound toward Fort Smith. With his emergency lights and siren activated, he continued following the suspect as the vehicle entered the city limits of Fort Smith.
Remember, I got a dog. 120, coming up to 71, still trying to fit it. Come here around here, folks. I get the dog close.
Still northbound, coming up to 71. Same which way we're going. We're headed back towards Townsend. We're passing Wendy's, speeds are 85. That's an old Chevy plate. Our own town. Turn that building down the apartment.
After Trooper Bass executed a pit maneuver, the patrol units positioned their vehicles in a tight containment formation, bringing the suspect vehicle to a complete stop. Although the vehicle was immobilized, the driver continued to press the accelerator. Trooper Bass observed that the driver appeared to be reaching for a knife clipped to his pants pocket, prompting officers to use physical force to take him into custody. A K-9 unit was deployed to assist in the apprehension.
Park it! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Park it! Park it! Park it! Here! Park it! Quit fighting my dog! Quit fighting my dog! Park it! Park it! Park it! Park it! Let him back out! Hang on, Bass! Hang on, Bass! Park it! Park it! Park it! Get the dog off of you, I'm gonna get in. Bass, back up. Hey, we got a knife on him. Get out of the car. He's got a big-ass knife on him. Get out of the car now. Fucking. Get out. Get out. Get on the ground right now. Fucking. Get out of the car. Let go of my dog. I'm getting out. I'm going to tase you. Get out of the car. I have no knife. Let him out. Get out of the car. Hey, please get off of me. Get out of the car. Get off of me. Get out of the car. Get on the ground. I cannot get him off of you till you get on the ground. Straight to the ground. Go straight. Get on the ground.
After a brief physical struggle, the suspect was removed from the vehicle and taken into custody. The suspect was identified as David, who now faces charges of speeding, reckless driving, failure to stop at a red light, no seatbelt, fleeing by vehicle, resisting arrest, and battery in the second degree.
We had the dang dog out, told him he needed to get back so he didn't get bit, and he's screaming, "Fuck you."
At approximately 8:55 p.m. on January 10th, 2026, Sergeant Thomas was notified by the Tennessee Highway Patrol that they were pursuing a Chevrolet pickup truck traveling northbound on Interstate 55. The pickup exited Interstate 55 at exit 4 and merged onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Sergeant Thomas was positioned at the base of the MLK exit ramp and assumed the pursuit as the vehicle entered MLK Boulevard.
We're heading to Broadway right now. TVI. He's still on the road.
Did you get his license?
Negative.
Is he on the map?
He's on Broadway near South.
Broadway and OK Street.
Broadway, 10-4. We're right down the road. Several city units look like they're en route.
2 THP units are in front of me on 3rd.
Everybody get off the radio. He's got units with him. Get on the radio.
After 2 unsuccessful pit attempts, Sergeant Thomas executed a third maneuver, forcing the pickup off the roadway and bringing it to a stop at the southbound Interstate 55/MLK exit. The driver, identified as Terry Grant, was taken into custody. A records check showed his driver's license had been revoked. Total damage was estimated at approximately $4,500. At approximately 3:36 p.m. on April 12, 2024, Officer Duncan observed a vehicle approaching his location at speeds exceeding 80 miles per hour. He activated his emergency lights and attempted to initiate a traffic stop, directing the driver to pull over to the right shoulder. The driver failed to slow down, and the vehicle's speed increased to about 111 miles per hour as it continued northbound into the city of Hopkinsville.
Ain't notified Hopkinsville. I got one coming in about 101 miles an hour, 428 north, past the cemetery.
It'll be a silver 4-passenger car. Please get a good look at it. I have the Tennessee 47. Yeah, Mondays for not.
As the vehicle reached the intersection of U.S. Highway 41 and Martin Luther King Boulevard, it failed to stop, crossed the grassy median, narrowly missed another vehicle, and entered the oncoming lanes. After clearing the intersection, the driver continued east on Martin Luther King Boulevard at high speed, weaving through traffic.
He's heading eastbound in the westbound lane of MLK Boulevard. Eastbound and westbound lane of MLK Boulevard. Crossing traffic off the road. He switched back over into the eastbound lanes. We're coming up on Kentucky 109, getting close to 41. Speeds at 109. They jumped immediate right there at the intersection of 41A and Eagle Way bypass, so he might have some slight undercarriage damage. Coming up on 41A, speeds about 111. I'm backing off a little bit. Red light at 41A. He's running it. We're about to pass MLK Boulevard at MLK School, coming up on 68. The SO can head down Russellville Road in case he heads back into town. And come up on Russellville Road, also known as 680s. Tennessee tag, I think it's Boyd, David Sam 2815, BDS 2815, your silver Hyundai Elantra. He lost at Madisonville, he went across, now he's in the field.
At the intersection of eastbound Highway 68 and Martin Luther King Boulevard, the driver lost control, went down an embankment, and entered an open field. The driver continued across the field, but Officer Duncan quickly positioned his patrol vehicle to block the only exit, preventing the car from returning to the roadway. The driver was taken into custody without further incident and transported to the Greene County Detention Center.
Give a shit about the floor being good.
Around 8:43 p.m. on December 26, 2025, Arkansas State Police became involved in a dangerous pursuit on westbound Interstate 40 near mile marker 281 in West Memphis. The incident began after troopers were alerted that another agency was chasing a vehicle approaching the Arkansas state line. Shortly afterward, Trooper Tice spotted a Toyota SUV traveling faster than surrounding traffic on I-40 and confirmed the speeding violation by radar. When emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver refused to stop and continued fleeing westbound. A few minutes later, the vehicle briefly came to a stop. Trooper Tice exited his patrol car and ordered the driver to step out, but the driver refused. It appeared he was waiting for an opportunity to create distance once the trooper was outside the vehicle. Moments later, the driver accelerated and fled again.
Speed is going to be 87 for westbound 270. Westbound towards Hot Springs. Be in the left lane. Sunoco. Speeds are 95. He's going to be in the wrong way right now. Speed 101, he's got that median. He's going to be in the wrong lane again. Coming back over, speed still 9. 3, Going to be in the wrong lane again. 37, get him out here. Spot Smith.
That's where you're going.
I'll call it. Speed's going to be 87. We're westbound on 270. Westbound towards Hot Springs. He's going to be in the left lane. Past the Sunoco. Speeds are 95. He's going to be in the wrong way right now. Speeds 101. He's in the median. He's going to be in the wrong lane again. He's coming back over. Speed's still 90. He's going to be in the wrong lane again. 37, you get him right here. Box him in. Box him in. TDI.
You get him right here. Box him in. Box him in.
After about 7 minutes, Trooper Smith executed a successful pit maneuver, disabling the suspect vehicle. The driver immediately fled on foot and jumped from a bridge. A search followed, and the suspect was later located and taken into custody without further incident. At approximately 10:01 p.m. on November 22, 2025, Trooper Justin Parrish was conducting a routine traffic stop along a rural roadway in eastern Arkansas when a Lexus sedan suddenly sped past his patrol unit at a dangerously high speed. Recognizing the threat to public safety and the severity of the driver's behavior, Trooper Parrish immediately disengaged from the stop, returned to his vehicle, and accelerated after the Lexus. After a brief pursuit, the driver lost control, causing the Lexus to spin several times across the roadway before veering into a patch of brush. The driver then complied with Trooper Parrish's commands and was taken into custody without further incident. A records check later revealed that the driver's license had been suspended, the reason he admitted to fleeing. Around 8:55 p.m. on March 30th, 2023, Trooper Matthew was patrolling near County Line Road and Sunflower Road, looking for Brandon Nicholas Taylor, wanted on felony warrants and suspected in an arson and grand theft case. Taylor was believed to be driving a black Ford F-150 and had no valid license. Trooper Matthew spotted a black F-150 run a stop sign and speed up to 57 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. As Trooper A. Middlebrooks was conducting a nearby traffic stop, the F-150 swerved and sped past, nearly hitting him. Middlebrooks shined a light into the truck and confirmed the driver was Taylor.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, gonna run.
Trooper Matthew tried to stop the vehicle, but it fled at high speed. Taylor ran a stop sign, drove onto private property, and nearly hit a backyard pool. As Trooper Matthew rounded a corner, he saw Taylor's truck in a yard blocked by another vehicle. He briefly detained a nearby man, later confirming it wasn't Taylor. Taylor's vehicle was last seen on Scottsdale Road before disappearing from view.
Get down here. Hey, stop, Dave. Can you find the truck? Find the truck? Stand by. Come to me, Brandon. He's not safe.
You coming out that you got Woodville?
Troopers Sheffield and Middlebrooks re-engaged the pursuit after spotting Taylor's vehicle on Old Woodville Road. Taylor fled through private properties, damaging fences, before crashing into a tree in a wooded area off Maria del Carmen Road. He ran into the woods on foot. Trooper Cabe and K9 Kane tracked him with support from local deputies and a helicopter, but Taylor wasn't immediately found. On March 28, 2023, at approximately 4:40 a.m., Trooper Bird was patrolling near Fair Park Boulevard and Interstate 630 when he spotted a black Nissan Maxima stopped at a red light. A plate check showed the registration had been expired since April 2022. When Trooper Bird attempted a traffic stop near John Barrow Road, the female driver exited the interstate and fled northbound. At the intersection of 12th Street and Fair Park Boulevard, the male passenger threw a black and blue bag out of the vehicle. The bag was later recovered by officers from the Little Rock Police Department. Trooper Bird quickly performed a TVI, forcing the fleeing vehicle to stop. All occupants were taken into custody without further incident. The female driver later said she wanted to stop, but was threatened by the male passenger, who pointed a gun at her and said he would shoot if she did. Inside the discarded bag, officers found a .25 caliber Ruger pistol and a homemade drug inhaling device. A small bag of marijuana was also found on the front passenger seat. After recovering the weapon, Bird spoke again with the driver, who confirmed the threat and accurately described the gun. Both suspects were taken to Baptist Little Rock for medical checks before being booked into the Pulaski County Jail.
Keep your hands right there. Show me your hands. Quit rolling the window up. Go ahead and get the driver out. Driver, open the door with your right hand. Y'all cover them. I'm going to go help them. All right, I'm on your side. Get out and face away from me. Close the door and walk backwards to me, facing away from me. Keep walking back.